How's it going, guys? I had a few talks with married men in the past, and it was in close quarters, so they, could just really let themselves vent. And they was telling me how just don't get married and don't go that route because for a number of reasons. Their freedom, they won't be able to do things that they want in life. I mean, being a married man, a lot of men tell me it sucks. They don't. They go sexless for months and even years on end. Just imagine you taking care of a woman fully, paying the bills, holding up your end of the bargain. Providing security, taking her on trips, buying her gifts, doing all these different things, and she withholding sex from you. And if she does give you sex, it's basically a bargaining chip. Like you have to do errands and do this and do that. You have to provide some sort of benefit. This is what married life is about. Many married men have told me this over the years. A lot of them, when they have kids, their own kids don't even like them because the wives, the mothers, have turned the kids against the father. So when he comes in from work, he can't even get a good greeting. He can't get any of that. This is what married life is about for the average man, but they won't tell you. They'll keep quiet. The in-laws don't like him. The in-laws talk trash about him, but he's still a provider. He's still a robot. He goes to a job. His supervisor doesn't like him. His manager wants to get rid of him. He's walking on eggshells. He's at a dead-end position. This is married life. Listen, husbands won't tell you this. They won't. I was in a store the other day and I seen a guy holding flowers. And no, it wasn't Valentine's Day. And he has his head down, his necktie is unbuckled up, and he looks exhausted. Looks like he did something wrong at home. And he had to make up for it. This is the married life. Sexless. He doesn't get affection. It sucks for a lot of married men. They can't really go out and do things with their buddies because they have to tend to the house and give their wife, their significant other, all this time. They regret a lot of the decisions that they made. Are all marriages like this? No, but a good majority of them are. Husbands, men that are married won't tell you this. They'll put up a front like everything is going good, but it's not. They're horrible. They lost their freedom. They thought marriage was going to be this wonderful, esoteric thing. But the feeling wore off. Their wives start to gain more and more weight while he stays in shape. This is what happens. And he can't leave his wife because if he does, he'll be the bad guy. But she's allowed to leave him and divorce him for anything. He will never leave. He has his whole life, his assets, his resources, his retirement fund tied into that wife. See, married women think that, he should be grateful to marry me. No. These wives, you should be happy that a man would stop all what he is doing in life, his ambitions, his goals, his drive to take care of you. That's not an easy task. And to be honest with you, there's no real benefits to getting married. You have children. Like I said before, the children don't even like you half of the time. See? Married life is not all that cracked up to be. Yes, you get a house, but guess what? If she divorces you, she's taking a house. She's taking a car. She's taking the kids. Heck, she's taking a dog. She takes everything from you. And you're going to still have to pay. See, married men live in fear of their wives. They are afraid because they know she's able to leave. They signed the contract. They didn't think it was going to be like this. She's self-serving. She's all about herself. She gets lazier and lazier and lazier. She refuses to please him, but he's in that contract. He's bound to her. Chains around his ankles, around his wrist, and around his neck. She knows this. This is why she doesn't want to get in the gym. Why she doesn't want to look sexy for him anymore. I seen married women with hair on around their mouth and under their chin, sprouting. 200-300 pounds overweight. But guess what? The man, the husband, must love her for her. Because if he leaves, he's the bad guy. But if he loses his job, if he's unable to provide for her lifestyle, you know what happens? She's out of there, and he's the bad guy. There's no way you can win. He puts his hopes and dreams on the back burner. Even if he wanted to be an entrepreneur and start a business, guess what's going to happen? Or try something new? She's going to discourage him. She's not going to be by his side and root him on, because that takes risks. And she can't have her domain, her nest, being jeopardized. She can't. So she has to downplay his aspirations. She has to discourage him. This is a married life that a lot of men are living around you. They won't tell you this because men keep their mouths shut. They don't express their emotions. But when you get around a married man and you ask them, so how's married life? You know what they'll tell you? 9 times out of 10, do not do it. Now, all marriages like this? No. But ask yourself, do you love your freedom? I love being free. Ask yourself, is it worth it? Married men are afraid to tell you this because they don't want to tell you that they made a mistake. They can't travel like they want to. Even if they wanted to travel and go to different countries, guess what? Their wives right along with them. They have that same wet box between their legs for every single Valentine's Day, every day. It's their job to bring the fun, to spruce things up. When it comes to Christmas and different holidays and his birthday, you know what he gets for the holidays? A pair of socks, a sweatshirt, and a drill and a hammer. So he can keep working on the house that he's paying for, the house that she runs, that she's in control of. He doesn't get anything he really wants. Matter of fact, he don't know what he wants because he's so used to buying things for her and for the family. He has no identity. His identity is being a robot, a provider, a means to an end. That's his new self. He's lost his old self. He don't know how to have fun. Only thing you know how to do is provide. That's it. See, married men are afraid to tell you this. This is what's going on. When they see you out and about, mingling, they can't even look at different women than when they out. They got to keep their hair straight and veer to the left or veer to the right. They can't turn their neck like I can, like you can, being a free single man. They stuck with the woman whose chest is getting saggier, who's getting more bitter, and her demands are going up every year. This is what it's like being a married man, for the average married man. They won't tell you this. They're afraid because they know they messed up.